That's why, sir, I think instead of discussing it here, we should refer it to a select committee, which can go into the merits of the bill. That's why I again strongly oppose. This is the first bill Shivraj Singh Chauhan
E.T. Mohammad Bashir.
And so I think he should go back.
E.T. Mohammad Bashir.
I oppose the introduction of the bill.
N.K. Premachandran ji, संक्षिप्त में.
Sir, my name 72 अंतर्गत पर.
जो विषय माननीय एक बार सदस्य ने बोल दिया उसको रिपीट नहीं करा.
I fully confine to Rule 72. Sir, I would like to first read regarding the name of the scheme. Sir, kindly go through Article 51A. That is fundamental duties of a citizen. Sir, it shall be the duty of every citizen of India to abide by the Constitution and respect its ideals and institutions, the national flag and the national anthem. Sir, clause B of Article 51A, to cherish and follow the noble ideals which inspire our national struggle for freedom. Sir, who led the national struggle for freedom? That was none other than the late Mahatma Gandhi. Yes. Sir, the name of Mahatma Gandhi, the father of nation, his name being removed from the act as well as from the scheme. Sir, I feel that this is an insult to the father of nation. Yes. So, sir. So my point is, kindly, the Honorable Minister Chauhanji, kindly explain. We have no objection. Sir, we have no objection in putting the name Ram. You can put it in any other place. But my simple question, logical question to the Honorable Minister, please logically explain the House why you are removing the name of the father of nation from the act and the scheme. Sir, number two, number two, purely within the 72. Sir, please, sir, this is a statute, as per the 2005 Act, this is a statutory right to work. But now, even clause 3 of the bill, it is very specific that it is none other than a centrally sponsored scheme. A centrally sponsored scheme, it is demand-driven scheme was there previously. Now it is purely a centrally sponsored scheme, and the amount annual budget will be described by the central government, and that will be provided. Sir, my point is, and the third one, technical objection, technical schedules. Sir, kindly go through the schedule and have an honorable speaker may kindly have the legislative drafting. If you go through the clause schedule number 1, first schedule, it is just like an act. Schedule, actually, what is the purpose of the schedule? Schedule is to make some programs or some actions to be taken and all these things. But if you go through the schedule of the bill, it is just like that of a bill. It is having clauses. And the aims and object of the bill is being well explained in the schedule. Is it the proper way of the legislative drafting of a bill and making appended to the original bill as Schedule 1 and making a mockery of the legislative drafting?
Shame.
Is it permissible? Kindly go through the bill of the Schedule 1. So schedule, there's a specific purpose for the schedule. Unfortunately, that has not been complied. And for the last point, sir, the state government will be burdened with huge financial burden. So this is going to the significance of the scheme will be lost because states, in Kerala state, I know that 2,500 crores, according to this calculation, 2,500 crores, the state has to find out from where. That means finally the loss of employment will be happening. So kindly withdraw the bill, and I once again oppose the bill and request the government to withdraw the bill.
माननीय सदस्य बैठे बैठे क्यों टिप्पणी कर रहे हो? मैं तो चाहता हूं सदन में हर विषय पर व्यापक चर्चा हो। 72 के नियम के बाद भी मैं आपको बोलने का मौका दे रहा हूं। सदन के अंदर डिटेल में चर्चा करने के लिए मैं हमेशा प्रयास करता हूं। आप अपनी अपनी बात कहें, नियम प्रक्रियाओं में कहें। शशि थरूर।
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I'd like to also oppose the introduction of the proposed bill, the G. Ramji bill, which represents a deeply regrettable and retrograde step for our nation and our nation's commitment to the welfare of its most vulnerable citizens. My first objection, Mr. Speaker, as with others, is the ill-advised decision to remove the name of the father of the nation for the reasons already given, which I will not repeat. But this is not just an administrative tweak, sir. It's an assault on the very spirit and philosophical foundation of this crucial program. Mahatma Gandhi's vision of Ram Rajya was never a purely political program. It was a socio-economic blueprint rooted in the empowerment of villages, and his unwavering faith in Gram Swaraj was part of his vision of Ram Rajya. So the original act, by bearing his name, acknowledged this profound connection that true employment guarantee and upliftment must flow from the grassroots, embodying his principle of the last man first. To remove the name Mahatma Gandhi is to strip the bill of its moral compass and its historical legitimacy, and then to have two languages in the title, just to make the acronym Ji Ramji, is not just a violation of Article 348, as pointed out in the previous discussion, but it also reminds me of a song, of a lyric from my childhood, sir. Mere bachpan mein ye gaate the, dekho ye divano ye kaam mat karo, Ram ka naam badnaam mat karo. And in this particular case, it's a real... Sir, we must also seriously question the legislative intent behind the financial restructuring proposed in the bill. The proposal to impose 40% of the financial burden directly onto the state governments is not just fiscally irresponsible, it's a measure that threatens to make the entire program unviable, sir. This sudden and massive shift in liability will inevitably make it impossible for poorer states. It will lead to delays in wage payments, reduced days of work, and ultimately the destruction of the scheme itself. And it's a violation of fiscal federalism, sir, which is why I don't think we have the legislative competence to do that. Finally, sir, it also makes it contingent upon executive notification. It allows the union to decide, sir, when and where the scheme will operate. This fundamentally alters the nature of the program from...
है आपने इतना मौका दिया और आप इंट्रोडक्शन के समय में आपने इतने लोगों को बोलने का मौका दिया, मैं आपको धन्यवाद देता हूं। आप हमेशा मौका देते हैं, मगर हम टाइम बाउंड है, हमारे पास बिजनेस है सरकार के पास। मैं सिर्फ और ये सुनने और ये भाग जाएंगे, ये सुनेंगे ना फिर भाग जाएंगे, चर्चा का मांग करता फिर भागेंगे, ऐसा नहीं होता है। जो देश हित में बिल पारित करना है वो तो हम पारित करके ही रहेंगे, लेकिन आप लोग बहस में हिस्सा लीजिए, हमारा कोई आपत्ति नहीं, हम लोग सुनने के लिए हमेशा तैयार रहते हैं। मेरा सिर्फ लिमिटेड पॉइंट है, जब हम रूल 72 पे यहाँ इंट्रोडक्शन ऑफ बिल्स पे अपोज करते हैं, तो स्पेसिफिकली स्पीकर साहब ने बार-बार याद दिलाया, we have to oppose the introduction of the bill only on the ground of the competence of making legislation of this house. इस सदन का लेजिस्लेटिव कॉम्पिटेंस को ही सीमित रखें तो ठीक रहेगा। आप प्रेमचंद्रन जी, आप पूरा आर्टिकल 343 पे जा रहे, ऑफिशियल लैंग्वेज एक्ट को सब जानता है। इस देश में दो भाषा, यूनियन ऑफ इंडिया का दो भाषा चलता है, हिंदी अंग्रेजी दोनों यूज कर सकते हैं। ये प्रथा तब से चलते आया है, आप इसको अननेसेसरी रूल 72 में आप इसको कोट कर रहे हैं। हमारा कोई आपत्ति नहीं, सब बोल सकते हैं। सिर्फ मेरा रिक्वेस्ट है सर कि अगर आप तो अनलिमिटेड